Good morning. This video is titled Buyer Beware. And I was inspired to make this because I have a couple sets of buyers, and one in particular was very analytical, very smart, 20-year-old buyer, very skeptical, wanting to, get all the information they can and not trusting the professional, which I get because a lot of people in real estate or financing mortgages are not overly trustworthy. But long story short, I asked if this person was pre-approved. They said, well, the lender has all my paperwork, and they said I could be pre-approved. I just haven't had my credit pulled and this done and not done. And I said, tax returns. Oh yeah, everything. They said I'd be pre-approved. I just don't want to pull my credit yet because I haven't found anything. I said, well, that's not how you do it. You usually get fully pre-approved before you start looking. Because what you don't want to do is find a home that you love and want to submit an offer and then find out after the fact there's some sort of hiccup in your financing, right? That's very stressful. You want to get fully pre-approved. What that means is everything has been verified and everything is good, apart from getting an appraisal, okay, and locking in your interest rate, so that you don't have any surprises. So, for example, and I'll keep it short, but you've got to hire a professional that you trust, someone who can walk you through the process, someone who understands the market, what to expect in various homes in various locations. Some locations, we're going to expect clay soil and potentially plumbing repairs and foundation repairs. Other locations, we're going to expect caulking in all locations. Electrical, there's going to be new electric codes that you don't have to necessarily bring an old home up to code, but there are certain things like GFCI protection and certain breakers like Federal Pacific boxes that are not going to be okay if you're an FHA or VA buyer. And even if you're not an FHA or VA buyer, you might just say, you know what, I don't want to take that, let's negotiate. So all that to be said, we started moving forward with this buyer. And even if you're someone who has bought a home before and you're buying in a new state or a new location, unless you really know real estate, it doesn't hurt to have someone represent you. The seller in most markets is still paying a finder fee to the buyer rep, okay? And if they don't, they tend to have higher prices and they're not willing to pay the agent, and they still want a higher price and they're overpriced. So you may not get that, but point is they want more and they're not willing to pay, and their house is not worth what it's worth, and they're still being cheap. So they're irrational, but I still work with people like that. So anyway, make sure you're fully pre-approved. You've submitted your 2 years of taxes. If you didn't have 2 years and you were in school full time, that could potentially work for an FHA or a USDA loan or other loans, but just do it before you find the home that you want to put a contract in. I gave my buyer the benefit of the doubt, and then we had some surprises and it was stressful, and they're like, oh, I can't sleep. Well, I said, now you understand why I was being pushy when I was asking you about this information. So I'm here to help you, whether you're buying in Texas or elsewhere. I'm happy to help you, answer questions for you. I am a licensed loan originator in Texas, so I can help you there. So call me and I will do my best to help you in any way I can.